It would be easy for me to stay there if I didn't have a crappy boss. Like that's kind of like the thorn in my side to remind me that this is not where you should be. You know, like there's more to it.
It's a gift. The crappy boss is a gift to you. That's beautiful. I'm glad you recognize that. If we're not in enough pain, we will just stay where we are to our detriment, but also to everyone else's detriment. It's going to be a detriment to thousands of people. If you look at what's happening in life right now, particularly in the US, but globally, people need what you have. Home is what's comfortable. Home is a place where we feel okay. As we go to blaze a new trail and as we go to do something different than what we have been doing, one of the temptations for us is to mosey around the home territory because we're familiar with, we know all the ducks in our pond, we understand where all the pitfalls are. The movie that came to mind today as I was thinking about this was actually Lord of the Rings. And so if you think about the Shire is a place where there's plenty of laughter, partying, and merriment, and safety. There's a ton of safety. The Shire feels very comfortable. As we get the call, like that's one of the things that happens in the hero's journey. There's a call. There's a call on our lives. Like there is a call, and there's something internal that's calling us out of a place of comfort, and it's calling us towards something that is both beautiful and adventurous and wonderful and scary as hell in a lot of ways, because we can often fantasize about it, but there is something that lies beyond this that is dark, dangerous. It challenges our sense of self and well-being because we have to put ourselves out there. We've never been challenged in the way that this is going to challenge us. And so as I think about Frodo accepting the call, he's got to go past a place where he's never been. We start to really push out towards a different life. It gets to be really uncomfortable really quickly. Verse that says a prophet is only without honor in there or in her. It's at home. That's the most comfortable people to start with, but that is the people that will pay you the least. You're going to have to create a different pool. You're going to have to go to a place that you haven't been before, and that's where the growth happens. You're going to a place where there's going to be mountains, orcs, trolls, things that feel like they're killing you. And honestly, there's a component of you that needs to die. There's a component of us that needs to die in order to get where we're trying to get, because this version, like the less tested version, it's also a weaker version. It's a version that has less to offer the world, that lacks the depth and the character and the maturity that we need to really be who we're supposed to be and make the impact. What's the comfortable thing of your life and what's the scary thing? These things can be real or imagined. Steve Pressfield talks about this idea of resistance, the things that come against us, against the art that's inside of us. All right, who wants to share?
I'm an academic advisor, and I really enjoy my job. It's very rewarding. I love it. I love serving my students. It's a steady paycheck. I gotta think about it.
That's so interesting.
What?
Because so many people don't like their job, and so it's interesting to hear you say that this is the thing. You have something good, which makes it even harder to venture out into which makes that inner urge need to be that much stronger. So please keep going. This is intriguing.
And I think, it would be easy for me to stay there if I didn't have a crappy boss. Like that's kind of like the thorn in my side to remind me that this is not where you should be. Like there's more to it.
It's a gift. The crappy boss is a gift to you. That's beautiful. I'm glad you recognize that.
The scary part, it's like, so I like to lead, but I like to lead kind of in the background.
What are you doing to kind of fuel that second, the overcoming of the fears?
I'm listening to a lot of podcasts, and what I'm recognizing is that that's really natural. A lot of people, leaders we all have our little fears, but they still learn how to do it, just to kind of bypass it. I'm still working on the social media and all that stuff that still terrifies me. I'm still working on trying to get over that, putting myself out there.
Yep.
But I also recognize I got to do it.
I know that's one of the things in your assessment, and there's a part I do want to. I know you got an event coming up, but figuring out the social media stuff in terms of pattern and so on before that event will be helpful. Like putting one foot in front of the other, and that's what I mean about this little pond here, because you've been fishing in the. That's part of why I think it's difficult to figure out like the money side, is because our little ponds aren't going to pay us. You also have a set of people around you, and you have someone that has really made a lot of money that you've spent significant time with in this space, and she's written books, and she's gotten speaking gigs, and she's trained up leaders and so on. And so like you have these examples there, and I'm really happy for your boss, like that you got the boss. Like it's a gift. No, it's a gift. I recognize in my own life that if things are tolerable enough, if we're not in enough pain, we will just stay where we are to our detriment, but also to everyone else's detriment. It's going to be a detriment to thousands of people. If you look at what's happening in life right now, particularly in the US, but globally, people need what you have. And so you can confine that to the university and to those people. And you're touching leaders, you're impacting leaders there in the next so-and-so. But it's not to the same extent that you will impact once you launch out into the deep and do what you're supposed to do. And it is scary, and I'm happy to be on this scary journey with you.